Vegan Baby, and she just came out with an amazing new book all about the best eating in Vegas, all vegan, 100%. It's incredible, and we're going live right now. Get excited. We're very excited.
We're very excited.
Very excited.
And I'm really quick. I'm on Facebook. So hi, Kelly Bennett here. She's the creative director and partner over at VegeNation.
Yes.
And we are talking vegan, fun, everything, basically.
All the things.
All the things.
So we're on Vegans Baby Facebook Live, and we're on VegeNation Instagram Live.
We cover our bases.
We got this covered. So we're having CBD Feel Good Tea, locally made here in Las Vegas, which is amazing. And we're going to talk about the book, things happening in Vegas that are vegan.
Sure.
And yeah, I just wanted to bring Diana into our space and just jam about how freaking amazing it's been of a year that we have content for a book.
We do.
Diana, when did you come to Vegas?
I moved back here December 2015.
So when you lived here prior to, were you vegan?
No.
Were you nothing?
I wasn't vegan. I didn't go vegan until right before I came back here. I was vegetarian previously, but I didn't even go vegetarian until I moved to Thailand in 2012. So 5.5 years since I had meat.
Amazing.
And then, yeah.
So then you came back in 2015, went vegan.
Yep.
And what inspired you to create Vegan Baby?
You know, when I was moving back here, I was living at that point in Madrid, and a really good friend of mine was vegan there, and I was vegetarian. And she was really kind of just, you should really go vegan, you should really go vegan. And I was like, so you're moving back to Vegas.
Weird vegan friend.
She's not the weird vegan friend, but she was a vegan friend. And so, I don't know how loud that is. So downtown noises, is that what you call it?
Yeah. It gives it the vibe.
It does. So we were talking one day at a vegan, I believe it was a vegan restaurant, because Madrid actually has a pretty good vegan dining scene now. And I was saying that, you know, I was moving back to Vegas, and she's like, well, you should go vegan. I'm like, I don't really know how easy it's going to be. This is like the land of steakhouses, and I think it's pretty hard just to be vegetarian here. So we started doing some research and realized that the only thing we really found was Happy Cow, and I think eating vegan in Vegas.
Yeah, shout out to Paul.
Yes.
He's the OG.
He is the OG.
Yeah.
But so I think he had left by that point, and Happy Cow was horribly out of date. Like, I think there wasn't a whole lot. So we were talking about businesses. You know, I'm self-employed and an entrepreneur, and we were trying to come up with ideas where we could tie in by going vegan with the business. And so Vegan's Baby was born. I wanted to make it easier to be vegan in Las Vegas, because when I was moving back, it really wasn't that easy. So
I love it.
Hence,
when did you launch the site?
It went live May 2016.
Wow. I remember when that happened. I remember you going live and meeting you in the restaurant, and I was like, oh, this is amazing. And for real, guys, we always have people coming in saying, oh, I saw you on Vegan's Baby, and people who are tourists and they're not really sure where to go, because personally, like, we have amazing resources now that we could find vegan restaurants, but I always like to ask a local where to go, what to find, because you're always going to find stuff that just a local would know. And so that's why Vegan's Baby is so cool, because you're an actual local, you're in the scene, you're in the day-to-day. So what you're sharing is legit stuff, you know? So I love that about it. And so let's talk about the book, because this is a huge accomplishment. Give us the lowdown. What is it? What's going on? How do we buy it? What do we find? All that good stuff.
So as you can imagine, like, putting Vegan's Baby together is constant work. I'm eating out all the time, which I know sounds like a lot of fun. But it is. It's a lot of work to eat out, and then, you know, people don't like going out to eat with me because I take pictures of all my food. So don't eat out with me if you're hungry. So I started this, actually, it started as a best of blog post. A magazine had approached me and asked me to write something for them, and it was a roundup, essentially. And I was like, you know, I could do that, but then it was a small roundup. I'm like, why don't I have been to hundreds of restaurants in this town. I eat out basically every day for Vegans Baby. So why don't I just take all this knowledge I have and put it into a blog post? So I did.
I remember that. It was an epic.
It was an epic blog post. And then I realized, this is a resource that I created for the community. And it obviously costs a lot of money to run this site. It's a lot of work and a lot of time and a lot of my resources. So I decided that I would expand upon it and make it into a book and actually sell the book because it's a lot of work. So I came up with.
So the book allows you to keep it going.
Yes.
Really?
In theory, yes.
In theory, yes. Okay.
So I came up with 30 different restaurant categories. Everything from best vegan restaurant, comfort food, brunch, breakfast, bar, all of it, all the way down to best Thai food, and put together a book. I'm going to Thai after this. At my best Thai restaurant on the book, which is Kamal. Kamal, I picked that one, yeah. So then hence the book was born. And it started out just as an ebook, and then people asked me to put together a print version. So I put together a print version.
Show you guys. It's a really cool book. And I have to say, this is a VegeNation Breakfast, and I'm really, really proud that we're on the cover. Like, I was geeking out. Chef and I were geeking out when we saw the cover come out. Because we're really proud that we are on the cover. I mean, it's a cool honor, so thank you.
So there's the cover. If you want to flip it open, you can show people what the inside looks like. The hard copy or the print copy has pictures in it. The digital does not.
How good does that look?
And with the book comes a map of all the different spots in town. Vegans Baby obviously has a map on the homepage, but this has a map of just the best of.
This looks so good. This looks so good. So where can people find this?
On Amazon.
Amazon.
You can order print or digital there. I actually just came out with a gift guide, a vegan gift guide for the holidays, and you can click on that, and it'll take you to the book. And then I believe it's going to start selling for sure at Sister House Collective in a couple weeks. And then I'm going to have books, and so you can buy them off me as well.
And then also, too, I want to talk to you about getting it into this restaurant.
Yes, absolutely.
Because I think that would be really cool when people ask, hey, I'm traveling. Where can I eat? They could buy this and then mark, where they ate and write notes.
Yep.
And almost like a passport.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
And then they can make little notes and be like, oh, this is really good. And what a cool memory of just eating and exploring. Or people who are new to vegan. I think in the new year, this will be really, really epic.
Yes.
I'm so excited because we have some cool stuff coming up in the new year too, helping you go vegan, vegetarian, all that good stuff. So this will be such a good resource so that you don't have to be a weirdo and only stay at home. Like, you could go out to eat, you could have a great time, you can be social with your friends. And I know for me, when I first moved to Vegas 13 years ago, I kept going back and forth to New York or abroad because I felt like there was nothing here.
Yeah.
And it wasn't really until I met Chef Donald and I met other change makers in the downtown community, and they're like, we're starting vegan restaurants and vegan companies and all this stuff, and it felt like I had a sense of home. So I came back. So for me too, of just seeing the scene 13 years ago to now, it's like night and day.
And just since I've been back, I'm going to hit my 2-year anniversary this December, and the changes this town has been through in terms of the vegan dining scene is just phenomenal. We went from VegeNation, Violet's Vegan, Go Vegan, to so many, and it's just been so cool to watch. I mean, VegeNation has 2 now,
Yay! And it's cool because a lot of places are popping up with vegan menus, vegan friendly. So when you go out to eat, because my family would never want to go out to eat with me because I'd be like, I need to eat a vegan option, and then like the manager would come over and the chef, and it was always like a whole thing.
There's some rice and vegetables.
Yeah, they're like, we could steam vegetables for you, and like a baked potato. I'm like, yeah, that doesn't sound that amazing. Yeah. But now you go to a place and you get a vegan menu, and they know what the hell it is.
Yeah.
And it just has, for me, just on a personal level, normalized it a lot.
Yeah.
My family is now understanding more what it is, and friends who come and visit, like, it's just been a huge, huge improvement.
My parents are basically vegan now.
Really?
Yeah, when I went home this summer, I'm like, I'm not going to make you go vegan, but while I'm here, why don't we do a vegan challenge? And so they did. And now I think every now and then they have cheese or dairy, but they're, for the most part, they're vegan.
So for you, what is the biggest reason why you stay vegan?
Because I don't want to cause pain in this world. I worked, when I was in Thailand, I did elephant rescue. And things,
so cool.
it was honestly the coolest experience of my life. Like, I'm going back in February and I can't wait. But it is also a really, really hard thing to see. The animals are horrifically abused, and it isn't just the exotic animals, it's animals in general. Like, I learned so much basically where if there's an animal in captivity, they're not happy. You can't project your human emotions onto animals and think they're happy. Even, the cats and dogs. I saw so many different levels of abuse, undercover and not undercover, and I just didn't want to contribute to that. I didn't want to be the cause of that suffering anymore.
Animals are so innocent and beautiful and so kind and loving.
Yeah.
That's what keeps you vegan.
Yeah, it really is. Like, I could say it's for my health, and but it's really not it. Like, it's, to me, I just don't want to cause pain to anybody. I want to live my life as kind and compassionate. I can't speak today. Kindly and compassionately as possible. And so that's how I live. I'm very conscious of the products I buy.
Yeah.
I feel like a better person, and I can sleep at night knowing that I'm not causing any living thing harm.
That is something we can do every day, right? I have a very similar feeling. I seek to live in a world that is making more conscious choices. I consider myself a conscious consumer activist.
Yeah.
And for me too, it's I went vegan originally for my health, and that's how I went on this whole journey. But what keeps me vegan is knowing that I'm being kind to animals, and also too, just my activism is really through business.
Yeah.
Helping create brands and products and brand experiences that invite people in.
Exactly.
And make it cool and chill, and like people aren't scared.
You don't come off as aggressive, and that's the most important thing for me. Like, what I learned when I was working with the elephants was that if you go up to someone and you show them a picture of an elephant being abused, okay, maybe they'll listen, but maybe they won't. If you take them and you show them their lives when they're not abused, it makes such a difference. And so for me, I used to be an animal rights activist, and I still consider myself one, but I choose to encourage people to switch with things like this, with Vegans Baby, because I feel like the more you could just kind of nudge people in the direction versus shove, it really does make a change. I mean, for my parents, it was just, hey, you should give it a try. It wasn't showing them the horrific images, which are quite impactful. Yeah. But it was more just like it was approaching from a kind level and a compassionate side versus I'm just going to be really aggressive until you change your mind.
I think a mix of both.
Yeah.
I think people also still turn a blind eye.
Oh, absolutely.
And so you have to show me, like, this is fucking real.
Yeah.
Like, this is a legit thing that's happening. So I think a mix of both. But when you have an awesome meal and you're like, see, it was vegan, no animals were harmed, like, it makes you feel good. Mm-hmm. It's better on the planet. Like, people like that. And they want to do more of it because it makes them feel good.
Exactly.
I think that's what you've done really well, is like curating those experiences where people feel well and they want to do more. Thank you.
Can I mention Veganuary?
Of course you can.
So you guys might know, I'm guessing a lot of you are vegan that are watching, but every month for January there's Dry January and then there's Veganuary, and that's a month-long challenge where people are encouraged to go vegan for the month. And so I partnered with the organization Veganuary, and we are bringing Veganuary Las Vegas to Las Vegas. And so it's like Restaurant Week, but it's a whole month. And restaurants across the valley are participating, and they're going to have 2 or 3 menu options that you can get anytime that month. And a portion of the proceeds will go to Veganuary, which is the international nonprofit, and then locally to the Nevada SPCA to help them with their animals.
So can restaurants still join in?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay. Because when we talked about it before, my head was spinning, but we'll definitely be in it.
Yeah.
So VegeNation will do it.
Yay.
Yeah.
But so I'm really excited about that. I really want to make, the goal of Vegans Baby is to make vegan life accessible and to make it easy. And so restaurants that normally wouldn't have vegan menus or only have a few are going to have a lot more options for the month, and then hopefully
that's super cool and something that we can link up to. The beginning of January for 14 days, we're gonna have a 14-day VegeNation challenge.
I love it,
like we did last year, and so we're gonna be curating a lot of content on how to go vegan, just different recipes, tips and tricks, mental health and wellness, and then sport foods. Did you ever follow Sport Foods?
No.
Check them out, guys. They own a vegan cooking school in LA.
Oh.
And they're super cool. They wrote a vegan cookbook, and they'll be here January 13th and 14th at our Henderson location for a pop-up event. So if you were ever interested, curious, not sure what the fuck vegan is, but it's kind of coming back up on your radar, sign up. What do they have to do for the veganing?
To come, just come. Vegansbaby.com. Yeah, vegansbaby.com has a blog post. There's the January Las Vegas Facebook page you can follow. And then restaurants, just message me, and I'm curating the list. It's not open to all restaurants.
Okay.
So
they'll go to your site, sign up for your email list, and then they can get the info.
Yeah, and on the website it'll be there. I'm trying to make it as easy as possible to get the information.
So we'll be sure to share it too.
Yeah.
Because I think that's amazing.
Yeah.
And that could be one of the days of the challenge, like trying a new restaurant. I think the more people could try and eat different things and see how amazing it is, they're sold. I know for me, it was, if I could eat cupcakes and pizza,
and you can.
And I can.
And you can. And it's getting, just the past year, like all the new cheese that's come on the market. You've got New Moo in New York that's hopefully coming out here soon. BioLife, all these cheeses that are so real.
So can I tell you a secret?
Yeah.
We haven't talked about it yet, but we're getting BioLife. There's BioLife in the building.
Oh my gosh.
And so we're going to be launching it sometime this week.
Amazing.
So we have, we're doing a beta test of BioLife, and a lot of people love it. I tried it, and I think it's a super, super awesome product. So stay tuned for that.
That's really cool. I haven't had the BioLife yet, just the New Moo.
It's really good. We got the shreds for the pizzas.
Oh my god. So I'm coming before I go.
Yes. So I'll let you guys know when that happens. I did a little sneak peek of something, and some people were figuring it out. But yeah, we have it in the building. I have it in the kitchen right now. But I told Chef, I'm like, do not put it on anything until I make a video. We're doing the whole thing. Yeah. So stay tuned for that. I think it'll be really fun. And it's a really good product.
Yeah.
Like, it's so cool how far vegan products have come. Remember back in the day, like 10 years ago, like it wasn't like this.
If you look at the desserts, like I know Cheyenne over at Blue Moon, like her pastries, you guys, are legit. Oh my goodness, those salted chocolate chip cookies, I had one the other day for the first time. Oh my gosh, amazing.
They're so good. I bought, I gave her all my cash I had on me. I said, how many cookies can I get? And then she gave me a bag of cookies. I'm like, thank you.
Yeah,
it's amazing. And like things that we're doing here with like the power of cashews, you wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Like in Henderson, we're doing a pumpkin caramel cheesecake Madeline's working on, and you wouldn't know that it wasn't real cheesecake.
Her stuff Madeline's incredibly good too. She's so talented.
Like, cashews, guys, cashews. So they're working on some new stuff too, some pop-up stuff. That sounds really good.
I like pop-up stuff.
Yeah, so stay tuned for that. They're working on some secret mystery. I don't even know all the details yet. Desserts.
Oh.
So if you have a sweet tooth, like I feel like that's a really good place to start. Like a vegan cookie or a vegan cheesecake.
You honestly wouldn't know the difference. You would never know that it was vegan. Unless someone's like, hey, guess what? It's vegan, which...
That's how I get my family to eat it. I trick them.
Tell them.
Sweets and pizza. I'll bring them pizza from here and they don't know.
Now I want pizza.
Yeah, we could do that. What else? Anything else you got going on?
I got the gift guide.
Yes.
And so the gift guide actually, it took me about 2 months. I started researching it like right around the beginning of October. And it is loaded with everything. Fashion, shoes. Everyone always asks about vegan shoes. It's got some vegan shoe suggestions in there. Vegan skincare, vegan makeup, vegan books, including this. All sorts of stuff. So, and actually, the guide is loaded with discounts. A lot of the brands offer discounts to my readers. So, Most of them are through the holidays, so you can order your stuff online. I have a deal on my t-shirts. I have
Today's
t-shirt line.
Cyber Monday.
Cyber Monday, yep.
So if you want to buy consciously.
Yeah, and everything
Buy
I brought
locally.
is it's all sustainable, all cruelty-free, all vegan. I mentioned Sister House and Blue Moon Bakery in there as the local businesses that I love. Lots of cool stuff, candles that actually women make that are, I think, I'm going to butcher it. They, I believe, are formerly abused women, and so they hand make every candle, and then a portion of the proceeds goes back to them. So there's a lot of really cool stuff I put into the gift guide. Yep.
I love it.
Yeah, so
I love it.
it's easy peasy. I'm going to come out with a vegan skincare guide soon. I know I have so much skincare stuff now. I learned so much about vegan skincare, and the stuff I'm using now I'm obsessed with. So I'm putting together a whole guide. It'll be a little bit. I'm taking a little vacation for a couple weeks. But
I feel you. That's so cool. So where can they find the gift guide?
Vegansbaby.com. And then click on read, and it's vegan gift guide. It's also on my Facebook. I tagged it. On Instagram, it's the link in my bio.
Okay. We'll share it too.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah. That's so cool. So, Diana, thanks for being here.
Thanks, Kelly.
Thanks. And be sure to grab a copy of Vegan's Baby. Welcome to your Las Vegas Vegan Food Guide. How cool is that? Get your food guide and let us know what you try, what you like, make notes. This is just a really cool resource for our community. And not to give a shameless plug to VegeNation, but what did we win?
You got best vegan restaurant. I think you got best breakfast. Your VegeNation's in there all over the place.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for making great vegan food. I think you're something is
best vegan restaurant. Yay! We really appreciate it, and we're working hard, guys. We're working also too just on VegeNation, like cleaning up how we roll in every single thing of the restaurant and how we create a restaurant and our menu, and we're just working on so much behind the scenes. So I just wanted to take an opportunity to say thank you again to Diana, to our community. You guys, not to get all verklempt, but you guys are making dreams come true.
Both of us. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys either.
So thank you. All the feelings.
So many feelings.
But yeah, we also too this year we're all together we have created close to 100 local jobs, and they're vegan. No one has to harm animals or the planet, and so we're really proud of that. And our goal next year is to even create more jobs that are ethical and kind, and that we can be an example of doing things kindly and being successful. So we really took it very emotionally when we saw that we won the best vegan restaurant, because we're working really hard and we really appreciate it. So thank you so much. It's an honor.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, guys. Go to vegansbaby.com. All the good stuff. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.